What's up, guys? This one is for my younger people, just now starting college or in high school currently. And you've been seeing a lot of content on how to be a high value man, as they say, right? And maybe you're not feeling like one yet, but this video should get you on the right path, right? So first of all, I need you guys to, the first step is to focus on the right things and to aim higher. A lot of people get stuck in their hometown and, not seeing a lot of outside perspectives, and, they kind of follow in their peers' footsteps when it comes to what they think they're capable of in this life, or, how they carry themselves, right? And they don't aim high enough to reach their full potential. One thing in my life that I was blessed with, obviously, was, growing up where I grew up, I was surrounded by a lot of smart people, a lot of people who were, their parents obviously wanted them to do better and wanted them to do well in their lives. So in turn, that influenced me just by being around them, right? Just by going to the same school, just by playing sports with them. So you got to take a look at your circle, take a look at the people around you. Are these people going to be high value at the end of the day? Are these the people that you strive to be like, right? Because you don't want to take advice or listen to people or surround yourself with people that you wouldn't, take their opportunity, or you wouldn't trade places with them, right? So that's the first step. You want to aim higher and, actualize your potential. If you're never fully aware of your potential, then you can't reach it at any point, right? So next, I want you guys to take care of yourselves, because you can't be a high value man if you don't lead by example, or woman, right? This video applies to men and women. Obviously, I'm a man, so I have like a bit of, my perspective on things. But if you're not able to lead by example, right, then no one obviously is gonna, because you can't call yourself a king. It's other people have to see you that way, right? You can't just be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, without having other people agreeing with you, or your actions being able to back that statement up, right? For example, right, there's this term alpha male going around. You can't claim you're an alpha without having, the facts to prove it, right? And I think it's corny to even call yourself an alpha. I feel like that's for other people to tell you, right? Or no, I mean, in the real world, no one says that no one even talks like that. But that's just an example of, like, you got to lead by example, right? You have to have people telling you, like, oh, you have to have people asking you, oh, how did you do this? How did you end up with 1 million subscribers on YouTube? Or how did you, get that girlfriend? How did you talk to XYZ and get to where you are now, right? There's a lot of factors that you'll start to notice when people start asking you these types of questions. That, okay, maybe I'm doing pretty well for myself, right? How did you get your bachelor's degree? How'd you get your master's degree, right? Like, people want to know these things because they see you as up here, right? Or they see you as something that they want to accomplish themselves, right? And that's you leading by example, right? You don't have to give unsolicited advice necessarily, but you'll start to notice people walking up to you just by your presence and your accomplishments on, how well you've done for yourself. And that goes to show that, you are taking care of yourself and you're able to provide value for other people, right? And I want to tie this into eating healthy as well. I'm actually doing a 3-day fast right now, so I haven't eaten. I'm on day 2 right now. I just been drinking water, 0 calories, still working out. So I'm in a pretty major calorie deficit. Did 50 minutes on the treadmill yesterday, and still had lifted some weights. So, that stuff alone gives you, first of all, it makes you more interesting. It gives you stuff to talk about with people. Obviously, it makes your body love you even more if you're able to resist from eating fast food or just food in general. It definitely helps your mental well-being. So stuff like that, I just wanted to throw that in there because it's actively happening in my life. And obviously, if you guys had any questions about that fasting period for myself, then feel free to drop a comment below. But yeah, I want you guys to eat healthy, lead healthier lives in general, because you can't help other people if you're not helping yourself, right? And people notice that energy on you. Focus on your strengths and take advantage of your opportunities, right? So what I mean by this is a weird example, but like, if you like surfing, right? Let's say you live in the middle of America and you want to be a surf instructor, right? there's not many people in middle America who even have surfed ever, right? Or who know how to surf or what surfing even is, right? Obviously they know what it is, but if you don't live near a beach, why are you putting all your energy in becoming a surf instructor, right? Stuff like that. That's what I mean, right? So you want to take advantage of your opportunities, right? You got to recognize where you are. And the thing is, if you really are into surfing like that, you got to leave Nebraska and go to a coastal state, right? Or go to a state that has a beach. And what the whole point of that is, you don't want to put a lot of energy in stuff that's not going to give you the benefits that you reap, or it's not going to reap the benefits that you need and deserve, right? So for example, I mean, there's this cool saying I like, it's people major in minor things. What that means is people put all of their energy into stuff that is not going to benefit them, right? So instead of focusing on, how to make money, how to sell, right? How to, be emotionally intelligent. These are things that'll actually help you outside of work, and just your day-to-day life that will actually help you in the long run as well. Instead of focusing on, where I'm gonna get my next bag of weed, or, my favorite drink, or my favorite like OnlyFans model, blah, blah, blah. Just small stuff that does not matter, that is not going to benefit you in the long run, right? So I want you guys to really lock in on that way of thinking, right? I want you guys to understand, okay, this is not going to get me where I need to go. Let me focus this way. And the thing is, that stuff is difficult. I understand that it's a lot easier to focus on, girls, Instagram shit, whatever is fleeting in the moment, right? Or trending at the moment. But you're going to regret focusing and spending so much time and energy on these things in like 5, 10 years, 20 years, when you're like, damn, I just spent XYZ doing nothing really, right? So I want you guys to really think about that before you decide to what you want to lock in onto, right? And then next on my list here, the last thing I wanted to mention for this video is to not lose focus in a relationship, right? A lot of people, and I'm guilty of this too, right? When I get into a relationship, I might lose focus on my ultimate goal in life. I might start talking to my friends and family less because, I'm taking all of my time and energy is being put into one person, right? Or at least a decent amount of my time and energy. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I hear a lot of people on YouTube say like, if you're a young man, you shouldn't focus on relationships, or you shouldn't even be in a relationship. And I'm trying to find some middle ground, because I do believe that having relationships at a young age is better than, being isolated and not, talking to anyone, not having a girlfriend, or not having any social skills, right? So I think the balance there is to be communicative with your partner and tell them, hey, I really love you and I do want to be in this relationship, but I understand that, if I just can't lose myself in this relationship right now. I'm still growing, I'm still learning as a person, and I'm trying to inspire others, right? So that takes hard work, that takes some time to myself, and in the long run, right, I can't give you all of my energy, because it's just one person, right? You don't know how long you'll be together. You don't want to look back on a relationship and be like, oh, I could have been doing XYZ. I could have been going to school. I could have got my master's degree, but I was at home getting fat with my girlfriend, right? Like that's the type of stuff that's a relationship I want to avoid personally. I'm not saying don't be in a relationship at all, but take these into account and, just be honest and upfront with your future partner or your partner today. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. If you have any questions about my fast, or just any topic I touched on today, feel free to drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.